And we are live.
We're live.
Live.
Oh my gosh, we're live, and we're back. This is not the first video that I've recorded since my wife delivered a baby, but this is the first time that we've gotten back together to do recording since my wife delivered, which is super exciting. We are getting the train rolling again. Also, hello everybody who's watching this video. Welcome back. We got a lot of engagement with our first playthrough of Design Hackers Fantastic Four, so much so that we're doing it all over again. Joking, not joking. We are doing another playthrough of a campaign, of a custom campaign, but this is actually going to be Kajislav's Skrull Menace. We've also gotten some requests for playthroughs of other campaigns, which is absolutely fantastic. And so if you've got some campaign content that you'd like us to check out, please let us know, because we certainly would take a look at it. We probably can't play everything, but we certainly would love to keep it rolling. So, but I think probably the best way to begin, Matt, is do we want to show off the box that Kajislav put together here?
Yeah, I am zoomed in on the front. Right
nice.
now.
Kajislav has got he's a very, very creative designer, and he does this with all of the content on his table. I'm way too lazy with the stuff I put on my table, but he actually will like make boxes that he puts all the stuff in to make it look like a real box, and he'll even take all of his hero packs and make them look like the official hero packs. They sit in bags that are modeled on the table. It's really, really neat. And so he's going to put us a great little box here together, the Skrull Menace expansion, complete with scenarios, campaign logs, the whole works. It has 2 heroes. Yeah, there we go.
Even did the back.
Even did the back and the sides. It's got 2 heroes, Hulkling and Leisha. Now, we're not going to be playing them because we wanted to go with like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. theme. And so you'll see the heroes that we're playing here in a second. It's got the villains on the back. It's going to be really, really cool. So, and it, I mean, as it kind of even says, it sort of rivals the amount of content that you would see out of a official box. So, absolutely phenomenal job, Kajislav, for the work that you've put into this. It is absolutely incredible, and we're really excited to play through it.
Kaji will have to let us know if this scan now. I bet it does. I bet it works.
I'll pull my phone at it the next time we play.
Yeah, I bet it works.
See if I can pick it up.
If it doesn't, we're canceling the whole campaign.
Okay.
Very cool.
Well, Matt, do you have anything you want to say? I didn't do the introductions, but we should say, welcome back to Hobby Vomit. I just got excited, man. But we should say, welcome back to Hobby Vomit. I'm Ian, and this is...
I'm Matt. Hello.
Hello. And it's so good to be back.
Yeah.
So anything we want to say before we jump into the campaign?
No, I'm just excited. This is if you watched our Fantastic Four campaign, then you probably heard me say that I'd played that one before. So this is brand new to me, brand new to both of us. So it's gonna be really fun to see what is up with all the Skrulls, because it seems like this is very Skrull based, and I don't know too much about the Skrulls except for when we played Super Skrull in the Fantastic Four one. So I'm excited to get going.
Yeah, I'm really excited as well. Also, I will share a little joke with Kaji. Kaji will probably watch this video, and of course already knows. But Kaji was a little sad when they announced Hulkling. I think Kajislav's Hulkling is very, very cool. I think it'll still see play when the new Hulkling comes out. But it will be interesting to see if we get an official Skrulls box in 2026. If we do, I hope Kaji, I hope that you're not sad that we get an official Skrulls box, because I think this is going to be a really cool campaign. And I personally don't care if there's like a mixture of official and unofficial content for the same stuff. But if you're anybody who wants to try out custom content, you want to see what a Hulkling might look like, Kajislav has a really, really cool Hulkling. I'm going to get to feature it. I've got the printout of the card, so I'm going to feature it myself in one of the videos I do relatively soon. So
nice.
But yeah. Okay, well, let's jump over to the Skrull Menace rulebook. Every single scenario is going to have an insert, but the insert is also included in the campaign rulebook. The campaign rulebook is going to be on our campaign table. It's kind of already set up here. So we're just going to kind of jump into that real quick. And then, Matt, I see your hand, so I assume you've got this on the screen.
Oh, yeah. Let me know if here, I'll put it there.
No, you were good. So so it's got quite a bit into it. It's got the villain cards we just saw on the back of the box. It's got the 2 identity cards for Hulkling and Leisha. Very interesting, by the way. Hulkling is kind of taking a cool take on changes and transforms. So if you like the change form characters like Ant-Man, Wasp, that kind of thing. Leisha is like a whole new perspective, I would say. It's like a new design space. She basically, you know how like in the new Civil War box coming up, we've got villains that are going to be leaders. So it's like heroes playing as villains. Leisha is kind of the opposite. It's a villain playing as a hero in a way, where she plays like treachery cards in her deck. It's a very, very cool idea. And so if you like operating with new design space, definitely check out Leisha.
Nice.
One only thing to mention from this page, though, is that there is a symbol that's introduced inside of this campaign, which is the Skrull Menace expansion. So there are custom modulars, for the stuff in the box, and he did, in fact, also, Kajislav did use his own custom icon to mark what cards are like a part of the Skrull Menace campaign. So pretty cool.
It also looks like it just gives us an overview at the very top to telling us that this campaign's going over the story. I'll just read it. A story of the Skrull Empire's multiple attempts to conquer planet Earth, both during the Empire's heyday and its near destruction.
Yeah,
Very
we get
cool.
some nice flavor text from Dork the Seventh, not Dork the Seventh, Dorek the Seventh.
The seventh Dork.
Yeah, who I think is one of the villains that we'll see. But he says it has been foretold that the Earth planet is ours to take. So yeah, very, very cool. Okay. I also think the villains is like kind of intimidating because it's like Super Skrull, Pybok, the Skrull Gods, and Queen Varanki. So that's gonna be cool. Featured keywords. I think we're all pretty familiar with the featured keywords. A lot of custom content does use that temporary keyword that was mentioned in Cyclops. Really should be used a lot more in official content, in my opinion. And then stuff on stuff we all know. Mechanics that we know, side schemes and things like that. However, I do want to mention that there is an alternative set that is included with this. So the alternative set means that it's alternative to something that exists already in the game. A lot of custom content will do custom reskins of standard and expert. I can't remember with Fantastic Four if we saw any of those reskins. I don't think that we did. But this one is not just a reskin. There is actually a very thematic and flavorful standard scroll set and expert scroll set that you can use in the Skrull Menace campaign. And so since this is more of the custom work that Kaji has put into this campaign, we would like to make use of those. So we've added those to the deck.
Yeah,
so you're not going to see standard 1 or standard 3. Yeah, exactly. It's just more thematic. So if you're expecting like an advance, there are mechanics like that, but if you keep your eyes out, you may notice that it's like a standard scroll card, and that's what that is. And then we go into the campaign mode rules. So for this, I'll just kind of read through this and try not to be too verbose. So campaign mode rules. Each scenario in the Skrull Menace expansion can be played individually or together with other scenarios as part of one epic campaign, where the outcome of each game impacts the next scenario. To complete the campaign, the players must win all 5 scenarios in numerical order, starting with scenario number 1 and ending with scenario number 5. To begin a campaign, the players start by choosing their heroes. Each player must use their chosen identity for the entire campaign, but they are free to change aspects and alter the contents of their deck between scenarios, following the deck customization rules and the MC rules reference. To play a scenario in campaign mode, set up the scenario as per the normal rules of the game, then follow the scenario set of instructions in the order in which they are listed in the campaign instructions. When the game ends, if the players won, follow the scenario's victory instructions in the order in which they are listed in the campaign instructions. If the players lost, they may reset the scenario and try again with no penalty. So classic rules there. There is a campaign log, which is found in this rulebook, but is also included as a set-aside material for TTS. And then there is a print and play for all of this, if anybody would like to print this and bring it to their table. Okay. So then lastly, campaign-specific cards. During a campaign, following the setup instructions, campaign-specific cards may be added to player decks, but only those cards in the cooperation area. Players will be instructed to add cards to the cooperation area by the victory instructions. So this cooperation area effectively acts as a kind of campaign pool. It's just thematically renamed because it's going to represent elements of the Skrull Empire that have actually decided to work with us rather than against us. So very, very cool. Campaign-specific cards cannot be included in any deck unless playing the Skrull Menace campaign. After each game, whether players won or lost, campaign-specific cards are returned back to the cooperation area. Campaign-specific cards can be included in any player's deck regardless of which aspect they are playing and what aspect the card is. Campaign-specific cards do not count towards players' minimum or maximum deck size. So I do want to re-emphasize those last 2 sentences. Campaign-specific cards can be included in any player's deck, regardless of which aspect they are playing and what aspect the card is. So no aspect restrictions. which, as we'll see, one of these campaign cards is a pool aspect card. And so this kind of thing is important because some of them are pretty neat, but you may not be. I would imagine most people are probably not playing the pool aspect. So you don't need to like play every aspect with this campaign to get the benefit of these cool cards. And then lastly, campaign specific cards do not count towards the player's minimum. So if a card doesn't count towards its minimum, you can't run a 40 card deck that includes that card as one of the 40. If you had 3 cards from your cooperation area, your minimum deck size would be 43 cards. So, yeah. Okay.
Nice.
I think that pretty much covers it. Okay, so let's go into the next kind of stage here. There is something that's important to talk about. The right-hand side with expert campaigns, persistent damage, elimination, victory. For any of those of you who've ever played an expert campaign from an official campaign, you know what this says already. But the left side is entirely unique to this the campaign. So we have cooperation progress. During the Skrull Menace campaign, players will have an opportunity to convince some Skrulls to help them against the treacherous Skrull race. To represent this, the Skrull Menace campaign contains the Cooperation Progress section found on the back cover of this rulebook, where players will track their successes in establishing these collaborations, which is, again, it's included as a separate set of sheets on the table already laid out for us. During the campaign, when a minion or a side scheme is defeated, the player who defeated it may decide to discard the top card of their deck to place that minion or side scheme in the victory display instead of the encounter discard pile. So this is a mechanic that is always available to us, and we have these cooperation progress reminder cards to help with this. And if you're thinking that this is absolutely busted for Cable, it probably is, but we're not playing Cable, so it's okay. During setup for each scenario, each player may take a cooperation progress reminder card to help remember this rule. If players win the game, the victory instructions will direct them to record each minion and set-aside scheme in the victory display to the cooperation progress section. When the requirements for a campaign-specific card are met, players may add that card to the cooperation area. From there, they can add campaign-specific cards to player decks following the setup instructions for each scenario. So it's actually really neat. So effectively, we are kind of like going on an Easter egg hunt to find the required cards that will then allow us to build, if you will, a campaign card. So it's kind of a neat way to get campaign cards.
Very cool.
Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna show, yeah, we got the cooperation cards on our playmats ready to go.
Okay. Now I have not, I don't think Matt or I have really memorized all of the specific ones, so we may check it from time to time, but generally speaking, for the first few scenarios, we'll probably just mill for most of the things that we defeat because they would be new and most certainly on the sheet. So, yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. So last 2 things real quick. I will read the sort of flavor text, but the main thing I'm going to focus on with these would be the kind of setup instructions. So we have the Shaper of Worlds modular set. So it says, thousands of years ago, the alien species, the Skrulls, developed an artifact to modify reality following the wishes of the user. This incredibly powerful object became known as the Cosmic Cube. However, due to being imprinted with the Emperor's mind during its creation, it developed sentience and rebelled against its creator, transforming itself into the entity, the Shaper of Worlds. So what is this about? So essentially, we get these cool new setup instructions. The first one is that we get to set the Shaper of Worlds minion and all 4 Cosmic Cube fragment resources aside out of play. And then we get this Cosmic Cube creation side scheme that can then go into the encounter deck. And it has the ability to bring out these set-aside cards and to bring them into the encounter set. So this is a modular set, is playable in the Skrull Menace campaign. It's playable in other campaigns as well. For the Skrull Menace campaign, it is effectively used to build campaign cards, so you are expected to play with it, and a lot of the setup instructions will direct us to do that. In addition, there's a Skrull Elite modular set, which effectively just includes some of the sort of like classic Skrulls that are dangerous and deadly and that you'll encounter in this campaign, and it just includes them as their own modular set. So these are characters that that we'll see in this campaign, but if you would like to include those in your own playthrough of an official scenario or of another custom scenario, you certainly can. Okay.
Nice.
And then we'll move on to the next one. So then it gets into the setting up of the first scenario.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Anything else that we should add, Matt?
I guess before we do the first scenario, maybe we just do a very quick overview of our decks, because because we're approaching like 15 minutes. So
Okay.
I think if
Okay.
we can get the first scenario running in 5 minutes, I think that'll be nice.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll go ahead and kick us off. So I'm playing a custom hero by Design Hacker. I am playing Agent Coulson, and so basically I'm running a leadership deck with a sidekick and lots of allies, lots of allies with ally recursion and exhausting allies to get other allies things. You know, the leadership thing. So I think what I'll do is as cards come out, I will go over what they are. But he has a very specific, important, permanent setup card, which is Plan for the Worst. And as an interrupt, when my identity would be defeated, I remove Plan for the Worst from the game and remove all damage from my identity, but then I swap my identity with the set-aside LMD Coulson hero. So he's got a second identity card that comes into play when this guy dies. You see he has very, very few hit points, 6. So he's a little squishy, but if he dies, it's not the end of the game for him. He gets to come back in as a life model decoy. So yeah, and then got 3 recovery action. I can search my deck for a shield ally and add it to my hand once per round. And he's a 2-on-1 on this side, which has a shield spy with an action, exhaust Agent Coulson, and reduce the resource cost of the next shield card. Specifically card, not ally, just any shield card by 1. So the other cool thing about his deck is he has 3 hero-specific allies, which is very cool. So yeah, I will be playing lots of allies. And what you got running over there with Mr. Old Saint Nick?
Yeah, and so I do want to mention on that deck too. So for anybody who's watched the Agents of Shield TV show, that was the design inspiration for that deck. For Design Hacker when he put together Phil Coulson. So you're going to see all of the major characters from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show. I don't really think there's that much in terms of spoilers. But it's kind of funny because like anybody who's played like the new Maria Hill character who with Life Model Decoy, he's like the reverse where like she plays Life Model Decoy, the word Life Model Decoy gets destroyed in her stead. Whereas in his case, it's like the real person gets taken out and then the Life Model Decoy steps in. So it's kind of a fun thematic conversion.
Nice.
But yeah, so over here I've got old Nick Fury. So this is Nick Fury Jr., which I think we can start calling him now that there's a Nick Fury Sr. This is Nick Fury the Hero. This was released in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. box that just was our last box that came out. If you're watching this at the time of recording or around the time of recording. If you're watching this a few months in the future, Civil War would just have come out, which is really exciting. But hopefully at this point, since I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has been out now for about 4 or 5 months, hopefully everyone's kind of familiar with Nick Fury. This is a Nick Fury firepower deck. I do have it published, and I will kind of polish it a little bit on Marvel CDB, but it is tentatively called I'm All Out of Bubblegum, which because it was it was like it's a Skrull invasion, and while I didn't think Secret Invasion was like a super great TV show, it just felt like it would be a miss to not play Nick Fury into the Skrull invasion. And since they can transform to make themselves look like humans, it's just doing a firepower deck just seems super fun, and the bubblegum line was just so great. It's very, very ripe. So you're going to see me kind of going for a lot of the firepower synergies in Nick Fury. And so I'm going to try to really just capitalize on his core mechanic of being able to flip his suit into stealth, which will then allow him to harness threat off of allies. So I'm going to try to build a board, get some value out of man on the wall, get some big old spray fire, big old firepower turns, dumping threat into them. And so this is just a no nonsense, stare at the business end of the barrel, Nick Fury. So
nice. Who still likes to surf sometimes.
Who likes to surf, He likes to, you got to go hang out with Lilo and Stitch. Got to get some surfing in.
Well, very nice. Yeah. Well, let's kick it off with the first scenario.
Perfect.
Skrull
Okay, so
Empire.
So as we get into this, just a quick little reminder, Agent Coulson is by Design Hacker. You can find that on Design Hacker's table. There is a custom Discord where you can find everybody's content, but also if you just go to Steam and go to Tabletop Simulator and go into the workshop, Design Hacker's table will show you Agent Coulson. This campaign is by Kajislav, Kajislav. And so he has a table as well where you can find all of his content. And if you'd like to print, you can also find the links for the Google Drive as well.
Nice.
So yeah. Okay, here we go. Scenario number 1, Skrull Empire. The Skrulls are a ferocious warrior race and one of the most devious races in the cosmos, and yet, in their own way, they are also a noble warrior race, whom have carved for themselves one of the oldest interstellar empires in the universe. The Skrulls conquered or colonized every suitable world in the Andromeda galaxy. Are you able to stop them from dominating planet Earth? Okay, so villain deck. So this one's kind of interesting. We've got multiple villains, but in this scenario, they are in a specific order. So we've got Emperor Dork the first and second. We got Emperor Dork the first, Emperor Dork the seventh, Emperor Arkel. RK and then like it's like LLL,
R.
and
Kelly.
then Emperor Arkel. That's right, Empress Arkel, and Empress Cybele. So there's additional Roman numerals there because there's different. There's a 1, 2, and 3 version of them for standard and expert. So effectively, we'll kind of explain how this works. But we are trying to defeat one villain with kind of one set of hit points. But the villains can keep being basically subverted or uprooted or supplanted. That's what I'm looking for. Supplanted by future emperors or empresses. And so while we're working on one hit point total, the mechanics of the villain can continue to change, which is pretty cool. And then and once we reduce that to 0, then we go to the next stage, right? And we just do the same thing again. So really, really cool. We're going to be using the Rise of the Skrull Empire, Andromeda Galaxy colonization, further empire expansion, and entire universe domination. So we got 4 main schemes here. There's a Skrull Empire, Army of Skrulls, Skrull Society, and standard sets. We've got all of those. That's what's going to be recommended. We are also, on top of that, going to be getting modular sets that are for the campaign. So, for example, we get Spreading of the Empire. The Skrull Empire is spreading through space, becoming stronger and stronger with each planet they conquer. As the Skrull Empire completes each main scheme, it acquires planets that give them certain advantages. These planets are represented by the planet environments that form the planet deck. So this is kind of a cool set-aside deck they'll be using. Kind of think about like experimental weapons from Crossbones or like the portals from Doom in the last one. We got these extra environments that are coming out. So during setup, create the planet deck. To do so, shuffle all 9 planet environments together and set it next to the main scheme face down. And then we have Emperors, Empresses, which kind of just explains we're fighting multiple villains, only one at a time. These are different Emperors and Empresses throughout the game. We have a villain deck. We put all 4 cards of a specific stage. In our case, we're playing on Experts. That's stage 2. We put them in a particular order on the villain stack. And then essentially there are ways for the villain to be replaced by the next one and the next one and the next one. They don't themselves have a hit point dial, but there is an environment that will start in play called Skrull Empire for this specific scenario, and it has a hit point. So effectively, whenever we're dealing damage to the villain, what we're really doing is assigning that damage to the environment instead. And if the villain would heal damage, we take it off of the environment instead. So it effectively allows us to have that 1 hit point total and not have to worry about like if the villain were to change. I should mention, though, that the environment itself can be defeated. Villains can also be defeated. And the villains are different characters. I don't know that it would come up, but if, like, for example, we were to attack a villain and that villain, people are going to hate me for saying this, but, like, if that villain were to have retaliate and and that the villain gets supplanted, then the next villain doesn't retaliate. So, if a villain goes out of play, then it's a new entire character. So all of the fun arguments over Thanos retaliate or not retaliate don't really apply to the scenario, thankfully. So we'll just kind of play it as we go.
Nice.
Yep. And so after the Skrull Empire is defeated, we remove it and all villains from the same stage as the Skrull Empire environment. So this is really important. The environment has a stage 2 and a stage 3. It effectively acts as the villain for us. Whenever we move to the next one, then we start with the next villain stack. So even if we've like supplanted 3 villains, when we go to stage 3, we start with the first villain again and then work through them. Okay. And then there are these special overthrow treachery cards that are effectively going to help with that. And whenever one is used, we're going to set it aside until we defeat that stage. Then we'll shuffle them back in. So that's how the game can make sure that we never go through too many villains. There's only enough cards to see each villain 1 time per stage. So yeah, cool. So then we get into the campaign set of instructions. So we've done all the campaign log stuff, recorded identities. We've shuffled the Cosmic Cube creation side scheme into the encounter deck. We've set the Shaper of Worlds minion, and we will have 2 copies of the Cosmic Cube fragment available to us, but both of them need to be out of play. And we're not going to be using the entire Skrull Elite modular set. What we do instead for this game, according to the campaign instructions, is we actually roll a die to determine which of the elites are going to be the elites that we get.
Yep. So my understanding is each of these is its own separate modular, and we're choosing which
Yeah.
one. We're gonna
Yeah. So
shuffle.
like if we pull out like the Skrull Elite Crusader here you can see a 6-card modular. So you have a whole group of modulars, and you can see that they're sort of thematically tied to different aspects, which is pretty cool. So yeah. And then here's like the Crusader. So if we were to roll a 1, I think it's 5 in total.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll.
Then we would take this one. So we got 3. So in this case, a 3 would be our Skrull Elite Skymax.
Skymax.
I don't want that one.
Might be able to just place them.
I think that places the whole encounter. We only are supposed to place. Is it the whole thing or?
Yeah, I think we put in the whole. Yeah, the whole modular.
It is the whole thing.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so we should be able to place.
Nice.
And then yep, it went from 48 to 54, so we're good there. Yeah, we shuffled the whole modular, so that means we do have 1 elite. Now, part of the cool thing about these elites is these elites also represent characters that can become cooperative. So we definitely want to kind of keep our eyes out for these elites. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think we'll leave the victory instructions for after the scenario or beginning of the next one. But with that, I think we are ready to get started.
I think we're ready. So everything's shuffled.
Okay.
Our obligations are in. So yeah, let's look at the main scheme. We've got Rise of the Skrull Empire. Contents we already went over. Setup, we're going to create the planet and the villain deck, which we covered in the insert. We're going to reveal the top card of the villain deck, which is always going to be Emperor Dork the First, but we're starting on level 2, or stage 2, if you will, who is a 2-scheme 2-attack Skrull with Retaliate 1, and when he attacks, his attacks gain ranged. And it says, before you stands Dork, Emperor to a world whose name no Outworlder could ever pronounce, apparently me, and to a race named Skrull. We are, to put it simply, a proud people. Some might even call us imperious. Nice. And then we've got, we've got that. Then we're going to put the Skrull Empire environment into play, stage 2. So this is kind of the environment that has the hit points, because the villains don't have hit points. So this is, when revealed, we would shuffle each set-aside overthrow card into the encounter deck. That's if we're playing on standard. So those are already in there. And it has an Insight Rebellion hero action. Choose to either exhaust your hero or spend 2 resources of any type. Then you can choose 1 planet, environment, and play. Treat its printed text box as if it were blank until the end of the round. Once per round per player limit. It gives the villain 18 per player hit points, which is at 36. And yeah, we're ready to go. So we're going to flip the main scheme over to Rise of the Skrull Empire, 6 per player. It goes up by 2 per player every round. So the Skrulls are a breed of green. Did I read? Was there flavor on this side? No. The Skrulls are a breed of green-skinned humanoids from the Andromeda Galaxy. They are a fierce warrior race who carved for themselves the oldest surviving empire in the universe's history. When revealed, we're going to reveal the top card of the planet deck. So we'll give this a little shuffle on screen. And our first planet is Tarnax II. Location, planet, environment. Decrease the target threat value of the main scheme by 1 per player. All right. And then Tarnax 2 is a world of chameleons, or better said, shapeshifters, not bound to one specific shape or purpose of form. A new Skrull civilization was established on this planet. Very cool.
And so I think thematically, like each of these kind of represent like conquered planets, and then that's why it's like an Insight Rebellion to like blank their text.
Yep. Nice. Mm-hmm. Okay. So yep, no main scheme effects. Just goes up by 2 per player. We have a threshold of 10 because of the planet.
Yep. And so I've been doing this recently in my games. So you'll kind of, when you guys look at the main scheme, or Matt looks at the main scheme, you guys might notice this, where we have the yellow is the threat that we currently have, and then green is the amount we add at the start of the villain phase, and then the red is the threshold.
Nice. Mm-hmm. All right. Would you like to go first or second?
Yeah. So I think we decided that you probably should always go first, right?
Oh yeah, because I'm Maria Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So I'll take first player. We're gonna shuffle it up. We're gonna draw 6. Ooh. No allies, but could just play. Helicarrier and Sky Destroyer.
Ooh.
That's pretty good first turn.
Yeah.
It's pretty good first turn. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Okay. So let's do it. So I'm going to go ahead and start by using Agents Assemble. I'm going to search my deck for a shield ally and add it to my hand. So I'm not going to play this ally this turn. So, well, I guess I could get Maria. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to play her though. I guess I could. Maybe I do. Let's get Maria. Shuffle.
So good.
Draw. So that's it for Phil on that side. We're gonna flip up, so I can exhaust him to reduce the resource cost of the next shield card I play this turn. Let's start by. Yeah, let's just do that. So I will exhaust and spend a card to play Maria Hill.
Nice.
So after Maria enters play, we each get to draw a card. Oh, it's old Dum Dum. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I won't be able to play both, but I could give you Helicarrier. So I think that works out. So I don't care much about, oh yeah, this whole thing with the side schemes on the bottom of the discard. So Dum Dum is 1. Ooh, I could. No, that's fine. I'll get Dum Dum out later. That's 2 and a team training to play Helicarrier. And I think I will give you Helicarrier. And with Maria, she's just going to sit.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just going to sit until there's a threat. So yeah, let me move over to your hand over here and we can check it out.
Okay. So, okay, so then just as a quick reminder, the big mechanic with Nick Fury is going to be his suit. So I have a suit that when I'm an alter ego, I can change it to stealth suit. So we're going to change it to stealth suit. And then in stealth suit form, if people would scheme against me, then I can actually harness some of that as a threat that goes onto the stealth suit rather than the main scheme. So we really like to be in stealth suit form. We're going to flip up. We're going to make use of Helicarrier to go ahead and play this lock and load. Both of us do have weapons in our deck. I think you have an identity-specific one, and then I'm packing heat. So we really want to get that lock and load. A couple of the weapons that we do have are going to be things like this pulse grenade, for example. So I could, let's say, pitch. Let's see how I want to do this. We want to get Angela. We want to get pulse grenade. So I think we go ahead and just pitch Psylocke, and we go ahead and pitch eye patch camera to go ahead and play this pulse grenade. So we'll just put that over there. And then I do want to go ahead and
don't forget, sorry, you had a Helicarrier for that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so I use that for the lock and load. So we got the lock and load in
perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then I am going to go ahead and start off by putting Angela into play. And we're going to go ahead and search I think it searched the top 10. So we're going to search the top 10 cards here for the worst minion we can find. For the only minion we can find. And there we go. We get Skrull Warrior Guard. Pretty cool. Nice. And then Angela's gonna come in with 3 hit points here. Sorry, we'll just do it the normal way. And then last but not least, I am gonna go ahead and pitch the intelligence analysis for covert surveillance, which is gonna allow me to remove 2 threat from a scheme. But if I do this while in stealth suit, I can place that on my stealth suit instead. So I will hit that lock and load for 2, and then go ahead and place 2 threat on my stealth suit.
The old stealth toot.
Mm-hmm. And then with Nick Fury, each time I thwart, I get to place 1 on my stealth suit. So I'm going to go ahead and thwart that for 2.
Stealth toot
and place 1. I know, man. Who thwarted? Who thwarted? Okay. So that's going to finish off that lock and load and allow both of us to search our decks for weapons. So I'm going to go ahead. You do. You have an identity-specific one.
Oh.
Okay. And I'm going to search for the good old Bambino. Bambino is a tech weapon attached to a shield character, which I am a shield character. I'm a shield soldier spy. And if I do, this card gains restricted, but Bambino is one of the coolest weapons to come out recently. Came out in the Winter Soldier set. It's one of the coolest things because while it is more expensive than hand cannon, unlike hand cannon, it does not exhaust. So you can use it every time you attack, every time you use a basic attack in the same round.
Nice. And
More importantly, you can use it with firepower and then basic attack with it too.
no, and you got Daddy on there.
Oh yeah.
Daddy Fury. And I've got a standard issue, shield weapon, restricted. My attacks gain piercing and ranged. And then as a hero action attack, I can exhaust it to deal 1 damage to an enemy. I can discard a tough status card from my hero. And if I do that, then the attack deals 2 additional damage. Nice.
Very cool.
So you can call on that at some point if you would like. 1 damage.
And then I'm going to go ahead and just put 1 damage on Angela here to put 2 damage on the Skrull Warrior.
Nice.
And that's it for me.
All right, I might as well use this and pop the warrior for 1.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, you could also pop the villain because it has range, doesn't it?
It does have range, yeah. You want me to?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Yep. Down to 35.
Okay. Nice. I think we're good.
I think I need to change. I forgot that I needed to account for the cards in our hands. There we go. All right. All right. So I'm gonna keep both of these.
Okay.
I'm at
and
5.
Drop and ready it. Ooh.
Interesting. Okay. So villain phase, it's gonna go up by 2 per player, up to 4. And then he is going to attack me. And I'm gonna take it here. So he's hit me for 2 plus 2. Down to 2.
Okay. he's going for the rapid death.
Practically dead.
He's gonna go ahead and attack me, but my stealth suit says every time he would attack me, he schemes instead. So this is a scheme. And we are going to scheme for 2 plus 1, but I always get to keep 1 of that. So we'll put 2 on the main, and 1 will go to me. Then the Skrull Warrior will scheme for 2, but again, I steal 1 of that, so we'll just put 1 on the main.
Nice. Then we get our encounters. All right, I've got a new Skrull is born. So this is from, oh no, sorry, this is not a Skrull standard. It's from this encounter. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until you discard a Skrull minion and reveal it. No. All right, we've got Skrull Soldier. When revealed, place 2 threat on each side scheme in play. Joke's on him. There aren't any. All right.
Okay.
It says he loves you.
No.
He loves me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't see if my Skrull Warrior had, you should not have forgotten I'm a Skrull, my lance. And then we've got the changing appearance, a condition attached for Skrull minion if you cannot attach the villain. The attached enemy cannot be attacked. When attached enemy would attack, it schemes instead, and then we discard this card.
Gross.
Interesting. So I'm going to put that onto your Skrull minion.
Yeah.
And then
now I am going to flip down this turn, which means that's not going to get discarded.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could attach it to mine. The only problem is that if I attach it to mine, mine has guard, so then I'm effectively blocked out from any attacks.
Well, you could kill my guy, right?
I could kill your guy.
Mm-hmm. It's up to you. I just note I am flipping down, so he's gonna get to scheme for 4 twice instead of just once.
That's a good point. So I'm trying to think. I can definitely, let's see. I've got a firepower in hand. I could definitely just use it to clean up some minions on the board.
Actually, I guess I could play endurance and then chump with Maria. I could do that.
Yeah, you're not gonna die. I don't mind placing it on mine and then just not attacking the villain this round. I did just draw like an ungodly hand because I actually have the ability to firepower this round at max value. Which is crazy. So we've got 18 damage on board against the villain, which is just going to cut the villain in half. But we also have a spray fire. We can use this to clean up. I can just use this to clean up minions on board.
I mean, that's fine.
So
sorry. No, yeah, let's attach them to mine.
Okay. Okay. So this may go well or may not go well. We'll see. Okay. So then with that in play, I think I take first player here.
Yep.
Oh, and what did it say? It says, "You're not bad, but my people invented shapeshifting." Skymax.
Yeah, that's from the Elite modular.
Oh yeah, Skymax. Very cool. So with that, then I think we are going to go ahead and start with a good old Thort onto the main here to bring it down to 5, And then that will give me 1 on my suit. And then we're going to drop the old Spoiling for a Fight, which is the one of the new cards. So discard cards on top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion in play, engage with you, and ready your hero. So I will go ahead and discard until I find a minion. We found one. We got Skrull Scientist. He's a genius. He's a Skrull. He truly loves us. The Empire will live. Droge. So very, very cool. And then, so then with that, we are just going to go ahead. We've got the Spoiling for a Fight. I guess I ruined my full firepower, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and ready up Nick Fury here. And then we are going to go ahead and use Angela to attack for 2 off this Skrull Warrior to go ahead and defeat the Skrull Warrior. Now, let me go ahead and remind myself, when a player defeats a minion or side scheme. So it says when a player. And so in this particular case, that would refer to me or my allies, since it says win a player.
Yep.
That player may discard the top card of their deck to place a minion in the side scheme or victory display. So I'll discard the top card of my deck, which is Directed Force, and Skrull Warrior will go into the side over here.
Nice.
And then we're going to go ahead now and pitch Spray Fire for firepower. I guess it's also worth noting, with firepower, would Spray Fire just be stronger here? Because it would deal... No, not with her in play. So... yeah, this is basically the same thing. So we will discard Spray Fire for firepower, and I'll leave Energy and Deathlock in my hand. And this is going to allow me to choose basically up to 3 weapons. I can exhaust those weapons, and then I can deal.
Wait, if I Helicarry or Deathlock, you get another weapon that you can exhaust. Is that right? I
do, but I don't want. I mean, if you want to throw me a Helicarry, that's awesome. But I don't want to make you.
Yeah, I mean, that gets us what?
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6 more damage.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll hold these 2. I'll use your Helicarrier in this energy for Deathlock. So this is the new Deathlock, Henry Hayes Deathlock, which I believe is the Deathlock from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, you know what? Sorry. Instead of Helicarrier, I'm just going to exhaust Coulson. Reduce the resource cost of the next shield card.
Yeah, he is a shield card.
Yeah.
And I do get to go fetch up a shield sidearm, which I do have in my deck. Shield sidearm is a really, really cool new card because it is a weapon. And it doesn't actually add to the restricted limit. So it is a weapon you can equip to shield characters, including yourself if you're Nick Fury. It comes in with 3 counters. It effectively gives you the ability to do some ping damage. So if somebody had a tough, you could attack with Deathlock, ping it off, and then Deathlock will hit. He's also a ally with 2 Thwart, which Aggression loves to see. Yep, and then we can discard the Spray Fire for the firepower. And we'll go ahead and exhaust Bambino, Pulse Grenade, and Shield Sidearm. These are all 3 weapons. And you are allowed to exhaust the weapons on your allies. So we'll be able to deal 6 damage per, because every time you use an attack, there's a force interrupt on Nick Fury, which causes you to break cover. When you attack, you change to the assault suit form as a force interrupt. And then because of how timing windows work, then on his assault form, he has an interrupt. So we go force interrupt, that flips it. Then we go to the interrupt window. And it says, now when you attack, remove up to 3 threat from here, which we will do.
Yeah, fart.
And then this is... Yep.
This is a fart. Yeah. This is truly a fart deck. Look at that concentration. This is an assault fart. It's no longer stealth. Yeah, he's not ashamed.
This is like something I was talking about with some people in the community Discord. I didn't realize this, but apparently in the community Discord, it's common lingo to refer to thwarting as pissing, which I felt really dumb because they had this whole conversation about pissing for like 15 minutes. And then finally there was a moment of silence. And I was like, so when you guys say that you're pissing,
yeah,
it's like,
what a weird thing. That what is there a reason?
Because the cards that thwart most is justice. Yeah, so it's yellow.
My God.
So yeah, so we're a deck that we don't have the thwart cards, but we do have the thwart action. So I guess we're pissing and farting through this deck. Anyway, maybe that's too crass. I don't know. Anyway, so as an interrupt, we can remove 3 threat, and then that increases the damage of the attack because this has 3 separate instances of damage because it uses the language for each choose. This actually becomes a 6/6/6 rather than a 3/3/3.
Oh yeah.
Which is pretty amazing. So we are just going to go ahead and use this onto the main villain here. And so we're going to bring him down by 6 to 29. Then bring him down to 6 to 23, and then bring him down by 6 to 17. This is the fastest I've ever gotten 3 weapons on board.
And he gets to hit you back for 1 big one.
Well, the thing is it negates race. It's a ridiculously good aggression. It's a really good aggression card. And then we will go ahead and I'm just going to leave Deathlock where he's at. Unless, no, sorry. We're going to go ahead and thwart for 2 with Deathlock off the main. And then I'm going to go ahead and use an attack here. And the assault form still counts for basic attacks as well. We'll remove 1 threat off of our assault form upgrade so we can increase the attack damage by 1. And we're going to punch this Skrull Scientist in the face. And we will then go ahead and discard 1 card at the top of our deck to go ahead and put him into the victory display.
Nice. Very nice. All right, what am I going to do? I'm going to
I feel bad. Sometimes I get these really lucky hands, and I feel like I had some good ones in F4, and now we're like opening up with like the best I've ever played.
I'm going to Helicarrier to get 3 health.
Nice.
I might just play... Interesting. I could Rapid Response Maria and just get us the classic. Or I could just get Sky Destroyer out and...
I mean, Sky Destroyer is pretty cool.
It is pretty good. Yeah, let's just let's have an empty hand here.
Nice.
Sky Destroyer is out. So I'm only going to get hit once by the villain. He's going to scheme instead. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Oh, and then you do have your, your
so,
standard issue.
I'll smack him for 1. Beak.
Nice.
Okay. Ready up.
So I'm going to draw 5 here. I'm going to ready up.
Interesting. It's crazy how few allies I've drawn.
Yeah. Well, and
actually, I've drawn none. I went and searched for one. Oh no, I drew. Yeah. Maria drew me Dum Dum, but like natural draw, none.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we take out this Skrull Soldier, and then maybe we get you to flip down. I am not going to Firepower this turn, by the way.
Okay.
I know I have it, but I know there's probably people watching that are like, oh my gosh, you can deal 36 damage in 2 turns. One of the things with this is it doesn't necessarily help you to like rush down the villain, because then because the campaign cards, they're not based off of you just beating a scenario, right, as efficiently as possible. They're really based off of your interaction with cards in the deck. So getting some significant damage on a villain that has Retaliate is always nice. But if we go to stage 3 right now, we just have him again, but he's better.
Yep.
So a little bit of setup can go a long way here.
Yeah. All right, so this is going to go by 4. It's up to 5 now, and he is going to attack you.
And good old Angela is going to step in the way of that.
Nice.
And a good thing too. So she's going to take 5 here.
Then he is going to attack me. We're going to put Maria in front of it. Boost. Deal this card to yourself as a face down encounter card. Okay.
And is that an overthrow? It is an overthrow. Very, very cool.
And then this guy's going to attack me, but instead he is going to scheme for 4.
Oh my gosh, so we're at 9.
And then this gets discarded.
Nice.
All right, encounter cards.
And then encounter cards. So our first encounter card will be Hijacked. So this will come into play. We got Hijacked, which is coming in with for 4 plus hinder 1. When revealed, search your deck, discard pile, and hand for an ally and place it beneath this scheme. So I can just go ahead and place any ally I want.
Yep, and once it's defeated, you're going to get to put them into play.
Interesting. I mean, I wonder... kind of want to just like... see if I go 1 for this. I'm not going to have any minions, so Man on the Wall is not going to really help me out here, but I kind of want to just give him Captain America, since it's my most expensive ally. Let's come back around to it. And it's got Crisis.
Yep. All right, I've got Your Obligation.
No! I've been discovered! So it says, when revealed, change to assault suit form. If there's no threat on your suit form upgrade, this card gains surge. Otherwise, choose to either take 1 damage for each threat on your suit form upgrade, or remove each threat from your suit form upgrade. In either case, discard this card. The 2 threat is really not that big of a deal. I'm actually going to refill even more. So we will just go ahead and lose all of that threat and discard this card.
Nice. And then we got an overthrow. When revealed, remove the current villain from the game and reveal the top card of the villain deck. All right, so Dork 1 is out of here. And we've got Dork the 7th. 1 scheme, 3 attacks, Skrull. He's got Insight 1. Oh, that's Dookie.
That's going to put it to 11.
So it does put it to 11, which means we pop the main scheme.
So
Going back to the dork, he does also have overkill. And it says, every single member of your species will die under my rule, and your families will be the first blood I taste. He's got a strong, strong chin.
Yeah, it's got that strong scroll chin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dork the first had a few chins. Dork the seventh, though, man, he's got lots of chins.
He's got lots of chins.
Okay. So Rise of Skrull Empire, now we've hit 11 out of our 10 thresholds, so we are going to go ahead and remove this main scheme and get down
you know
to...
what?
Mhm.
I could do this hero action.
We could have
actually,
during...
I guess we couldn't have. Well, we could have, and we should have, because we knew this overthrow was coming. But that's okay. We'll play it as if we didn't, because it's not an interrupt.
Well, so we only knew the overthrow was coming because of the boosts.
Yeah, exactly.
You would have only been able to do it this hero action during your turn, but it is worth noting that it is only till the end of the round. So while it would have stopped this from maxing out during the villain phase, it would have still switched when we started.
Wait, you can only do this during your turn?
Yeah, it's a hero action.
Oh. Yeah, I guess I did know that. It's weird. It's like some actions in front of you can do on the villain phase.
Like well, there's like some interrupts and responses, right? But yeah, this one's just a standard hero action during your turn.
No, but like resource cards, you can exhaust.
Oh yeah, because that's how resource cards work.
Yeah, I guess so. All right. So yep, we're going to the Andromeda Galaxy colonization. The Andromeda Galaxy is home to a great number of alien species. Foremost among them, the Skrulls, who are usually the dominant force of their galaxy. A galaxy with millions of inhabited worlds. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a Skrull minion is discarded. Then put that minion into play with the first player. Engage with the first player.
Yeah, so just... Oh, I am going to get one.
There you go.
Nice. Ooh, who do we got? We got Skrull Commander. Each other Skrull minion gets +1 attack. If this activation is an attack, this card gets +2 boost, so it counts.
All right, and this comes in at 7 per player, but really 6 per player because of this planet. The Skrulls have dominated the Andromeda Galaxy for tens of millions of years, though their dominance has fluctuated as their empire has gone through cycles of expansion, decline, and resurgence. When revealed, reveal the top card of the planet deck. Also, it starts at 4. Yep, perfect. Skrullos. Location planet. Each side scheme gains the crisis icon. At first, there were 3. Oh, yeah, go.
Go ahead.
No. Were you going to read it?
I was going to say it's double crisis. We got a double crisis.
Give us the flavor text.
Yeah, at first there were 3 groups of Skrulls on Skrullos: the Immortal Eternals, rapidly evolving Prime Skrulls, and the shape-shifting Deviants.
Ooh. Nice. All right, and then going back to overthrow, set overthrow aside out of play. So we're going to put this right over here.
And then we just got to remember to shuffle that back in.
Yep.
Whenever we defeat the villain.
Yep. All right. Over to me.
Over to you.
So a lot's happened. Lots changed. So he doesn't have retaliate anymore, which is nice. He does swing for more. So he's got a +1 attack because of your commander. Okay. So there's no one I can sidekick unless I flip down and go fetch. Maria's dead, by the way. I just never removed her. All right, let's see here. I'm going to zoom in. Yeah, my hand is just awful. It's awful. This is a terrible hand. 2 band togethers. I have to flip down and
you have to flip down so you can get your sidekick out.
Yeah, and do I thwart for 2? Or
do you have to exhaust on the side? No, you don't. Yeah, so thwart for 2 off the side. Then I'll clean it up.
Okay, so that goes down to 4. I'm gonna flip. I will use Agents Assemble to search my deck for a shield ally and add it to my hand. So I'm looking for one that I want to make my sidekick. So I have 3 options. I'm going to pull them all out so I can show them here, since this is the first time. All right, we've got Slingshot, Yo-Yo Rodriguez, 2 cost, 2 thwart, 1 attack, doesn't take any consequential for attacking, 3 health, Fragile. So Fragile is... What the hell is Fragile? Is it overkill?
Every attack against this character gains overkill.
Yeah, okay. And then in response, after Slingshot uses a basic power, I can deal a damage to her to ready her. Okay. Then I've got Quake. 3 cost, 1 attack, 1 thwart, 4 attack, 3 health. Response after the villain schemes, exhaust Quake to deal 1 damage to up to 3 minions. And then we've got Melinda May, 2/3 health, fragile. After Melinda May enters play, search your deck and discard power for a shield card and add to my hand. Let's see, and this gives them +2 hit points.
And it's worth noting that Slingshot does not take consequential on her attack.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that's the one.
I mean, her and Quake are both really good. Melinda May's tough because she obviously likes to be replayed.
I'm gonna go with we're gonna get Slingshot just so.
Nice.
Actually, yeah, this is crazy. It's just not very good. Oh, you know what I should have done before I flipped down was use my gun for 1 damage somewhere. Yeah, is there anywhere it's helpful? Take out a minion?
Let's see. So, yeah, I mean, you could deal it to a minion. You could deal it to the villain. I don't think I'm going to be killing any minions this round. Probably just take some damage.
Okay, I'll just put one on my... Well, let's get them to an even 4. So I'll put one there.
Yep.
Then I'm going to Helicarrier and a Life Model Decoy to play Slingshot. Oh, wait, actually, I'm going to get to do 2. Okay. So then I will...
Oh, so you could actually kill him if you... which is not a bad idea, right? Because it'll take
oh,
threat
yeah,
off
with
the...
Slingshot. Yep, so I'll Sky Destroyer, deal 2 damage to him, and then we will go ahead and before I use Slingshot, I'm going to... I guess I'll use one of these band-togethers and go ahead and attach Sidekick. I'm going to keep the Sidekick over here so I don't have to attach it. And then we are going to attack the Skrull Soldier for 1, which will kill him.
And then do we want to claim a Skrull Soldier in our victory display?
I'll discard a card.
Nice.
So let's see. She gets +2 hit points, so she's at 5. And you can't. Can you do anything to him, or no?
Let's see. So I'm gonna kill him. I think at the end of my turn.
Do you want me to put any damage on him? Because I'm gonna wreck next turn, which means she'll get to heal 2. So I might as well put 2 on.
You might as well. It's just more overkill. So you might as well.
So I'll put 1 on her to ready her. Go ahead and attack Skrull Commander. Oh, it's just after she uses a basic power. So I could do some thwarting.
Yeah, I've got the thwarting covered.
Okay. Then, yep, I'll do another damage and ready her and go ahead and attack him again.
Nice.
And then I'll just, I'll keep it at that if that works for you. And I think that is all I've got. Yep, that's all I got.
And have you used his alter ego ability to reduce? Or sorry, did you use his hero ability to reduce?
I didn't. I thwarted instead.
Okay, and because it's an exhaust. Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
It's an exhaust. Yep.
Perfect. So in that case, I will be pitching 3 cards here for my Maria Hill.
Hey, there she is.
So my Maria Hill is a signature ally that has whenever she thwarts, I get to place that remove threat onto my suit form upgrade instead. So we're going to go ahead now and thwart for 2 off of this side scheme and put 2 threat onto my suit form. And then I will thwart with Nick Fury, and notably, he still places 1 threat even though we are in assault form. So that's going to defeat Hijacked. And so we've got 2 when defeated. Sorry, actually, this is an interrupt. So as an interrupt, I will discard 1 card off the top of my deck to be able to place this into the victory display. We have a when defeated, put the ally beneath the scheme into play under its player's control.
What side scheme is that?
That is Hijacked. That's a Army of Skrulls side scheme.
Okay, yeah, we do need that. Nice.
And so that's going to go into the victory display. And so we get Captain America. This is the new Captain America aggression that came in Winter Soldier. So it's actually a shield soldier, Captain America. It has toughness. But notably, after he enters play, we get to ready a shield character, which is what we are. And then I'm going to go ahead and attack with Nick Fury. I'm going to go ahead and trigger Bambino to give myself a +3 and overkill. So I'm coming in for 5. And then I will just go ahead and spend 1 threat off my assault form. Trying to think. Yes, because I do have Maria Hill, so this is going to be fine. And so I'm coming in for 6 damage here on the Skrull, who's got 5 hit points. So that's going to be 3 on the Skrull Commander, 3 on the villain with overkill. Discard a card, claim that commander for my army of dead.
Nice. I guess we can just stack them.
Yeah, just stack them. Okay.
Very nice. You want to
You leave everybody else because he's got a weapon. So
Yeah, yep.
we'll leave him for once I get another weapon, I'll kill him off and get some value out of that sidearm. Note that the sidearm does have to be a basic attack. So unfortunately, I thwarted with Deathlock, and then so I couldn't actually make full use of the sidearm. That's okay.
All right, drawing up. So main schem's going up by 2. And he is going to scheme against me for 1. Plus boost effect. This card gets +1 boost icon for each Skrull enemy in play. So +1 because the villain is a Skrull enemy. So he schemes for 2. And that is
very nice. Then he's going to go and attack me. I'm going to block this with Captain America. That's what he's good for. And we've got, if this attack is undefended, you are stunned. It is not undefended. There is an ally blocking. So he's coming in for 4 with overkill, but we're going to take that on a tough.
Nice. Counter cards.
And then counter cards.
Skrull Spy. When revealed, discard a random card from my hand. Boo. Isn't there? There's a button for that, right? There it is.
Command team.
Okay,
that's not the worst.
That's fine.
Outnumbered. When revealed, engage each Skrull minion in play. Then search the encounter deck and discard part for a Skrull minion and reveal it. Okay, so I just got rid of Man on the Wall, but that's okay. We'll get this one. And then we'll go ahead and search up for a Skrull minion to reveal. Oh, did I not? I thought I discarded. No. Sorry, this Skrull Warrior just went away, but we do have one of those, right? Because I've already taken one out.
Yep.
Is there a Skrull? It does have to be discard pile, right? Search the encounter deck and Skrull and discard pile for a Skrull minion.
Yeah. So we have a warrior, we have a scientist, we have a soldier, we have a commander, and you've got a spy now.
I really want to go for Skymax.
Yeah, pull out Skymax. Let's get the big boy.
I want Skymax. Okay, so
while you're looking, so people can see what you got.
where are you, Skymax? There you are. So we're going for Skymax, and we're going to reveal it. So he's got Skymax Elite Skrull comes with 10 hit points. Victory 1. When revealed, shuffle all minions from the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. So I will go ahead, do that. There's not too many, honestly, because we've been adding to the victory display. So I think that was literally the only one.
Okay.
Yes.
Shuffled.
Perfect. This goes away.
Nice. All right. First player is over to you.
Okay. So, we got a lot of cool stuff here. I'm probably going to need my suit form to take out Skymax. But let me think about this for a second, because I do have Fury's Watch, which is really nice with all of this. Oh wait, no, I can do both because I got Maria Hill. She's so good. So we're going to go ahead and start off by pitching Covert Surveillance for the Watch. This is his resource generator. Allows you to convert threat into mental, which is really, really cool. And so then I am going to go ahead and use 2 of my threat to go ahead and play Hall of Heroes and get that into play. And then I will go ahead and thwart with Maria Hill 2 off of the main to then put 2 onto my suit form upgrade. And now we be attacking. So we are going to go ahead and attack for 2 into Skymax. I'm going to burn 1 more counter off of Bambino. Actually, I should double check to make sure I can actually do all the damage I need to here. This is going to be 2, 4, 7. And I'm going to get 1 off of Directed Force, which would be 9. So I get 2 off of Directed Force, which would be 9.
I do have my standard issue if you need the ping.
But you're an alter ego.
Yeah. Do you need to? I'm going to flip up.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to do this real quick. I am first going to go ahead, since I have a pulse grenade in hand, I'm going to hold. I'm going to first pop my pulse grenade. So it says discard pulse grenade and choose an enemy. Discard the top 2 cards in the encounter deck. That's going to be 1 and 2. And then the enemy takes.
Him?
I'm choosing him.
Okay.
So I got a really unlucky yoink on that pulse grenade. We only got 1 damage, but that's exactly what we need. So then now when we attack, we can use that Bambino trigger, convert all of that threat, and play down the Directed Force. So we're coming in for 2, 4, 7, and 9 right into Skymax. The overkill won't matter here. Skymax will be defeated. We'll discard. Oh, he's already got victory.
Yep.
I don't have to do that. We didn't see that card. That's okay. And I will get my first counter on Hall of Heroes. Imagine taking out all the minions and then getting Hall of Heroes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like our fourth elim, and like we're just now getting it. But that's how it goes sometimes. And then note that we can do that because of the fact that Bambino grants the overkill keyword to that attack, which is what allows directed force to be applied. And yeah, I think we're good.
Nice. All right. I'm going to agents assemble. Search for a shield ally.
Although I guess I should ask
Or-
if this is maybe the right time to be going into. Should I go into alter ego? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, you could. Should be
Are you
fine.
going to be able to thwart?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I will go into
Um,
alter ego. Alter
I'm gonna
ego.
helicarrier. I'd like to. Which one gets? That would let me get another shield card. Yeah, let's see. That 2 and 3. If I play Victoria, that readies helicarrier, and one band together gets me Melinda. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So Victoria is coming in. After she enters play, ready a shield support. Helicarrier is gonna get readied. Then we're gonna helicarrier and band together to play Melinda May. Yeah, I'll get to that in here in a second. After Melinda enters play, I can search my deck and discard for a shield card, add to my hand. So let's see. I'm gonna be able to play something that costs 3, and then yeah, I'll just ping somebody for let's do your
Okay.
for 2. Is deck specifically, right? Deck and discard. So shield card that costs 3 or less. I can get my Zephyr.
Yeah, your band together just got so much better.
Yeah. That would not be bad. Cost me 3. I might just make the. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have 4.
Mm-hmm.
4 hero specific allies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think you also have Mac.
Yeah, I got Mac in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just pull out Zephyr 1 here. So Zephyr 1's coming into hand, and then I will spend band together as 3 resources to play Zephyr 1, which increases my ally limit by 1, and I can exhaust it to ready an identity-specific character I control. All right. Then I'm going to wreck for 3. And that heals Slingshot for 2 because of Sidekick. Then I'm going to flip up. I am going to... Okay, so let's see. He's at 2 health. I might as well just go ping him for 1 to 3. Zephyr 1 to ready her. Ping him for 1. And I will discard the top cards. Mockingbird. Okay.
Yep.
And then we will just thwart for 4. And then I will...
did you ping her for 1?
I didn't. I used the Zephyr 1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So she didn't have to
Hey,
take any.
so 4 off of the main.
Yep. And then I'm going to use my my gun. Hit him for 1.
He's at 12.
He's at 12, and that is all I've got. So ready up.
I'll draw 5 here.
Drawing 5 as well.
Oh, yes. I was just thinking this, and I was like, I didn't want to say it, but there's a surprise in this deck, and we just got it.
The double cars, yeah.
The double cars.
About to roll in. Or flying. That's hilarious.
That's so much fun.
Nice. All right, so we are going to go up by 2 here.
Mhm.
And he is
And then
going
he
to
is-
scam.
Yep, so just the 1 plus the boost, which the boost effect is discard 1 random card.
Oh, not the car. Anything
Oh.
but the car. All right, so it goes up to 5. He is attacking me for 3.
I can block with I mean Maria Hill's good, but I'm about to go into stealth form, so it's not as important. So
You
I
can also
can
block
block
with
there, or I can
Victoria.
block.
She only has
And I've
1
got
now.
and I've got Deathlock too. I don't mind if I lose this shield side arm.
Heal each. I could heal 2. I almost feel like Rally the Troops is better for Deathlock though, since you get to keep your weapon. Yeah, let me just block with Victoria.
Okay.
Oh wait, he doesn't have overkill. Right? Oh wait, she have fragile.
Oh,
she doesn't.
he does have overkill. That's his whole
Does
thing.
have overkill. Okay, well then
yeah.
in that case, I wonder if I'm just gonna eat it.
I guess
I
we're
can
eating
always
it.
flip down. Nice. So just 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Counter. Oh, yep. And counter cards. So we've got Skrull Warrior.
Nice. And a Skrull Telepath. So this is a Psionic Skrull, 2 scheme, star attack. Force interrupt when Skrull Telepath would attack. schemes instead. Okay.
Okay.
First player over to me.
Mhm.
So I think we play. And Rally the Troops is actually pretty good here. So let's see. Lola, I can play from my discard pile with those resources. Action, I can discard it to ready my identity and a shield ally or persona. Matt comes in. He's got Fragile. When he attacks, choose either Overkill or Piercing. Advanced Tech, Alter Ego action, give an identity a tough status card, give an ally a tough, or Hero, give up to 2 characters each a tough status card. That's really good. I am going to get, unless you don't have a side scheme you're going to play, right? All right, Rally the Troops is coming into play with 6.
Yeah, that's really good.
I think I advance Tech here. So I'm going to give up to 2 characters a tough. I will take a tough. And I think just you take a tough.
Okay.
And then I'm going
What is
to...
it? It's give an identity a tough and give an ally a tough? Oh, you
for Hero, it's just 2 characters.
Okay, so you're taking one, I'm taking one?
Yep. Oh, sorry. I think I may give you mine. All right. Then I'm going to Helicarrier and Mac for Lola.
Nice.
I got a car. I got a plane. I got a Sky Destroyer. We're freaking teched up. And then I'm going to use the Sky Destroyer to deal 2 to my telepath.
Okay.
Lola or Slingshot is going to go ahead and kill the telepath, which I will discard to take the telepath out. All right, let's see. Can we get 6 on? Well, I want to almost use.
I've got 4 between me and.
Nice. Well, we want to use him for it, right? Or just use him before it goes away.
Yeah. So you can let me take it out.
I will. Well, I can put 2 on it, or I can put 2 somewhere.
Okay.
So let's do 2.
I wonder if
do you have a? Is your car a shield? Oh, it's not.
Maybe you put 2 here and then
2 where?
2. You could put 2 on Skrull Warrior. I mean, also
Yeah,
I'm gonna be. I'm actually not. I'm gonna be just harvesting her for threat anyway, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. So if you can put it in the villain if you wanted to, because I got 4 I can take off of that, or you can put it off the main.
So this is at 6 though.
It's at 6, yeah.
So if you've only got 4, so yeah, let me. So I'll use Coulson for 2.
Ooh, nice. Yeah,
you got 4 on it, and then I'll go ahead and smack the villain for 2.
Nice.
And then let's see. I might as well use Zephyr 1, get a free ping out of Slingshot. I'm kind of just tempted to just get rid of her. I get a free exhaust, and then I can just put 3 damage on her. She's going to heal 2 of it. Yeah, I want damage on her. So we're going to put 1 on her, and then we're going to take a damage to ready, do another damage, take another damage to ready, deal another damage, take another damage to ready, deal another damage.
Yep. So it's Zephyr readies and then 3 damage, 3 readies, and so 4 damage in total?
4 damage in total.
Okay, and then no need to discard for this. This is the one we've seen before.
Yep. I don't think I want to use Lola here. There's no point, really. I will use my gun. Smack him for 1.
Nice. Oh, and did you explain how Lola works?
Yeah, so Lola I can play from my discard if I want. And then I can always just action discard it to ready my identity and a shield, ally, or persona support.
Yep. And so persona support would be like Leo, who's sitting on your discard pile.
Yep.
And so Leo and Gemma both got published in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. box as officials, but then in here there are these like cool identity-specific persona supports, and they have this like cool interaction. I love that they did that. Like I love that Design Hacker did that, where like they each do something different, but then you can each of them also have a secondary action where you can exhaust them to do something else. Yeah, exhaust both of them do something else. So it's like they have a souped-up version of their main mechanic.
Yep.
If you exhaust both of them. That's a very, very neat idea. I'd love to see more stuff like that in like in cards.
Which we might get. You know, they started having like linked cards or whatever they call it, which is nice.
I want to see more of it. That's a really cool design space. So, okay, over to me.
Over to you.
Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and start off by using my hero action to put the assault form into stealth suit form. I'm going to go ahead and discard target spotter for my safe house. And then I am going to go ahead and exhaust my safe house to put 1 threat onto my stealth suit form. I will flip up into hero form and exhaust Captain America and exhaust myself to put 1 consequential on Captain America and take 4 off of the rally the troops. And so this is going to go into the victory display. Don't have to discard for that one.
Nice.
And we're going to heal 2 off of each ally. And then, that being the case, I might as well go ahead. I'm going to thwart for 1, or thwart for 2 with Maria Hill to place 2 more threat onto my suit form upgrade, which will then allow me to exhaust Fury's Watch, use 2 threat to play Fury's Flying Car, and then
the cars are in.
the cars are all in. And I'll just go ahead and put that right here. We'll go ahead and discard a Strength for a Pulse Grenade. And then Fury's Flying Car, I'm going to go ahead and use that now. Take off 1 more threat to ready my character. Give myself Aerial. I'm going to go ahead and thwart for 2 to bring the main down by 1. Put 1 more threat onto my stealth suit form. And we'll just go ahead and attack with Deathlock, which will allow him to deal 1 damage and will trigger that shield sidearm for another damage. So 1 ping and then 1 more damage.
Nice. Beautiful.
Okay.
All right, we're readying up.
Readying up.
Main scheme's going up by 2. He is attacking me. I'm going to take it on the tough. Here we go. 3 plus 2 is tough gone. Goodbye.
Okay.
Nice.
And I don't update this on the tough because he is scheming. There's your obligation, by the way. So 3, 3 minus 1 goes up by 2, and then I'll take a threat.
Nice. Encounters.
Counters.
All right, I've got Long Live the Empire. When revealed, heal 2 damage from the villain for each Skrull enemy in play. So 2.
I'm interesting. Could that ever fail? I guess if he was at full health. Yeah, I think about
that. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming all of these villains have Skrull in it. So yeah, I think it's just if he's at full health. So he healed for 2.
Okay, he's at 9.
Okay.
Hijacked.
Yeah, it's back.
It's back. So this should be at 6. Search your deck and discard pile. So I think, but I do not know.
I'll show off your hand real quick.
I think I just have the 1. Because, no, I've got Angela as well. That's interesting.
Angela or Angel?
Angela.
Oh, nice.
The 0 cost.
Could, come in and get, how does it work if, like, when defeated, put it into play under controllers? What if you're at max?
She still comes into play. But if I want to use her put into play, I've got to discard a different ally.
But
because allies and restricted work the same way. If you exceed your max, then you got to discard down. So like if I put her into play and then I have 4 and I discard Angela, then she just goes straight to my discard pile. But if I discard somebody else, then like if I discard Maria Hill or Captain America, then I would get her effect.
Nice. Okay.
I get a minion to play.
Sweet.
So I also have Psylocke, but I've been thinking about this. Psylocke's a really cool ally, but at the same time, now that I'm thinking about it, she's much better when we're in assault form. I mean, to be fair, we probably are about to go into assault form. So she's pretty good. I do like more minions though. I think for this one, I might just go. I mean, it's a tough one. Do we go Angela because she's got 2 attack and can find us some more of these minions, or I'm gonna go for Psylocke here. We're gonna show off some more of what the deck can do. So we'll pull Psylocke out of our discard pile. We'll throw that into hijacked. I just can't. I can't pass up getting another 4-cost ally for free off of this card. It's just that's real nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, first player is over to you.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah. So we actually do have a keep up the pressure side scheme here. And that's probably the route we're going to take with this hand. So I'm going to go ahead and put this keep up the pressure side scheme into play. We're going to put 4 threat on that. And then I think this is just because of the way the board is set up. I think this is the turn that we probably try to push him. I could maybe wait 1 more turn just so we could thwart this stuff down, but this might just be the turn to go for it. So we go Maria Hill for 2 thwart here to bring this down by 2 and place 2 threat onto the suit form. And then I am going to go for another thwart of 2 off of keep up the pressure to go ahead and put this into the victory display. That's going to allow me and you to search our decks and encounter discard piles for attack events. So notably, I am going to be searching for firepower.
I think this is. Yeah, I'll get my third night. Night.
Night.
Night.
And now for the remainder of the turn, all attack events basically play as if you paid for them with aggressive energy. So they get 1 additional damage.
Nice.
Which is going to be real nice.
It's really good.
So,
night.
So with that being the case, he is currently at 9. We're going to be coming in for 7. So the way we do this is we first go ahead and probably just get like a little bit of extra damage down here. Probably off of just a basic attack. So I am going to go ahead and looking at my hand here. Spray fire goes for firepower. EM shield for covert. Let's go ahead and do that first. Pitch EM shield for covert surveillance. Let's take 2 off of this side scheme and get 2 threat onto my suit form.
Nice.
And then I am going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and now attack with Nick Fury for 2 to put the villain down to 7. Which, because I attacked here, that does interrupt into my assault form. But we're not going to spend any of that. And then we are going to go ahead and pitch spray fire for a firepower. So this is kind of a really interesting mechanic with Forged Choose, which is what this is. So we are spending the 1. We are taking 3 threat off of the assault form. Plus we have that quote aggressive energy. So this is coming for 777. When something is a for each choose, you have to resolve like each instance individually, and because it's for each choose an enemy, what happens here is first instances I choose Emperor Dork the 7th, which means we're now going to deal 7 damage, assign that to Skrull Empire, and that is now defeated.
Oh, okay. You can do this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so sorry, that doesn't go away.
This goes away. Yep. And then it says shuffle each set aside overthrow into the encounter deck.
Okay.
And then now all of these go away and all of the new ones come in.
Dork 1 is back.
Yep. And so we're now going to be at 44 hit points. And so now I'm going to go ahead and resolve step 2, which is going to be choose an enemy. I'm going to choose Emperor Dork the 1st. And so we'll deal 7 damage. And then choose again. I will choose Emperor Dork the 1st and we'll deal 7 damage. And I'll go down to 30.
So does he retaliate twice?
He would retaliate once because you only get retaliates at the end of an attack based off of the unique enemies that you chose. So if you chose 3 unique enemies, they could each retaliate against you. But again, rage.
This card is so stupid. It's the dumbest card in the game. I feel like this is like objectively, this might be like one of the best card in the game.
It's really strong.
As far as like damage output with a single card, it's the highest, right? It's got to be.
Damage output with a single card because of all the things you can do with it. I think it does have some of the highest damage output because you can aggressive energy, keep up the pressure. You can a warrior skill, hone technique. I think like in terms of single target damage, this absolutely has the highest single target damage in the game. And there's just so many good ways to get weapons out right now.
Mm-hmm.
So now, to be fair, we're not playing it because it's super strong. We're playing it because I want to play Nick Fury with guns. Just and I thought about toning it down a little bit, so we may see like I'm not playing a full 3 set.
Oh yeah, it has ranged anyways, so you don't get retaliated against. It just gets better.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So we may tone it down just to 1 copy. The deck has a lot of ways to recur these, so we don't actually even need multiple copies.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was totally willing to pitch the other one before this. You just don't need to play firepower time that you see it. Lastly, we will
don't
use
to I'm assuming all 3. These are the 3 you have to exhaust. Yeah,
exhaust. Nice. That's correct. And so then we'll use for your watch for 1 threat to play this aggressive stance. Again, more ways to be able to recur things like firepower. And we will go ahead and use Fury's Car with 1 threat to ready myself, and then we will thwart 2 off of this side scheme.
Yep. You did hijacked, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, hijack. That's right. That puts us 1. And then lastly, we are going to sacrifice a weapon here. I am going to go ahead and just thwart 2 off of this side scheme with Deathlock to bring Psylock, and we're going to place 1 lock with another lock. And so I'm going to lose these 2. which is okay. We're about to deck cycle anyway. She'll come in with the 2 side counters. And then I know that he's got retaliate too, but I think we're just gonna go ahead and lose the Psylocke here. Because if I'm not mistaken, I was in hero form. He thwarted against me. So we are going to go ahead and lose the Psylocke here to deal 1 damage to apply Confuse.
Nice.
She will die because she'll take 2 and retaliate and then 1 inconsequential. Also, something I didn't know, but it's kind of a fun fact. If a character dies to retaliate, they don't get response effects. I don't know if you knew that, but that retaliate happens.
Interesting.
Now, hers is an interrupt, so it's different. But if it said response, like after attack and deal damage, if she died to retaliate. Now, consequential is the last thing. So because she's wouldn't die to retaliate, she died to consequential. You'd still get the response. But yeah, it goes retaliate, responses, then consequential.
Interesting.
So yeah, kind of a neat little mechanic. But that's going to allow me then to go ahead and flip down, be able to change back into stealth suit, and be able to go ahead and put 1 more counter on that stealth suit.
Nice. Very nice. All right. So I'm going to Helicarrier. Well, I'll exhaust Coulson to reduce the cost of the next shield card by 1. So Coulson and Helicarrier for Night Night. I know it's supposed to be like night, but I call it night. All right, so this is an attack thwart. So we're gonna make the following 2 attacks. Oh no, so retaliate. Wait, my attacks gain piercing and ranged. Okay, cool, perfect. So 2 attacks in order, and then remove 2 threat from a scheme. So these are both +1 because of your side scheme. Is that right?
Yeah.
So I'm dealing 2 then 3.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at that real quick because it's
till the end of the phase, each attack event deals 1 additional damage.
Well, so it's each attack event, not each attack. And unfortunately, this does say that these are 2 attacks. So I don't know if Design Hacker was thinking about this, if this was intentional, but the first one you choose gets +1, and the next one only deals 1.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, because the rules are.
Event?
Yeah, the rule is that if an attack event has its damage increase, it applies to the first attack from the attack event. The difference with things like firepower is it's not 3 separate attacks. It's 1 attack that has 3 separate instances of damage. This is 2 separate attacks. Now, the advantage of multiple different attacks is that you can use one of them to knock off a stun and then use the second one to deal damage.
Okay.
Because they are 2 separate attacks. So a stun can only take off 1 of those, not both.
Gotcha. All right, well, I'll do 1 and then 3. And then take off 2 threat here.
Okay. So, did you already apply the damage?
I did, yep.
Okay, perfect.
Then I'm going to...
Oh, and that is a shield card.
That is a shield card, yeah. Yep, so we might as well smack him for 2 more. Then I'm going to... I do want to play advanced tech. Yeah, I'm going to pitch these 2 for advanced tech. I will take a tough. You already have a tough. I will give a tough to... I guess before I play that card, we'll just thwart for 2 with... Or actually, let's see. How much threat is on there? 3. Let's attack for 2 with...
Shit, that will kill her because of retaliate, but you could give her the tough to block the retaliate damage.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about retaliate. All right, well, then we'll just have her thwart for 2. And we're going to have Melinda do it.
Okay. So she's at 25, right? Nice.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, and then I'm going to... Yeah, that's annoying. That retaliate is annoying. Because I can't really use slingshot.
Now he doesn't have overkills. I mean, plus you have a tough. So if you wanted to like standard issue for 3 damage, you could.
Yeah.
Actually, you probably should, right? Because did you have a tough already, or do you didn't
I already
have a
had
tough?
tough. Oh no, I didn't have a tough.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I had to play that. I'm trying to think if I want to, because I'm probably gonna Lola here. Which means...
I mean, he's only at 1, so...
Um,
Probably okay. Unless you were just like wanting to get some
well, I was gonna Lola so I can play another night night. Night night.
ready your identity and a shield ally. Oh, so you can helicarrier?
No, I can't. But I can use him.
Ah, because he reduces the shield cards.
Yeah, so I'm gonna reduce that to play another night night, which does
Oh, and does this have
one.
range?
All of my attacks have ranged, yeah, and
Oh my
piercing.
god, that's so good.
Yeah, it's crazy. So 1 and then 1, 2, 3, and then we'll remove the
Nice.
last threat. I could have. I guess I can ready Victoria, because I can ready an ally too. I don't know what to do with them though. I don't really like the retaliate here. I might just leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. All right, that is it.
And then
Oh
you
yeah,
want
sorry.
one
No,
or
I'll pop
one or
throw 'em.
three.
Just one.
Okay.
So I'm
Very
gonna deck
nice.
out
Okay.
here and
Yep, I'm gonna deck out as well.
yeah.
So I'm
just gonna-
first player, so I'll take the first encounter card.
All right. This goes up by 2. He is going to scheme against you, but he's confused.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to attack me. We're going to block with Victoria. Deal this card. All right. So we know an overthrow is coming.
Okay.
Which should be
and
fun.
then he just knocks out the tough.
Yep. Knocks out the tough.
Okay, and I'll take an encounter card.
Counter card.
We got Shape Alteration. When revealed, remove each stun and confused status from each scroll enemy and give each scroll enemy a tough status card.
Okay. Not too bad.
If there are no scroll enemies in play, this card gains Surge. Okay, so, but this is from the Scroll Elite Skymax, so
yeah,
it's always
that's just
possible.
from
It
a
might not be.
modular.
Intelligentsia. Oh, this is cool. Scroll each other scroll enemy gets +1 scheme. Because because the commander gives +1 attack, and then when Intelligentsia would attack, she schemes instead. That's very
Nice.
cool.
Wrath of the Empire. When revealed, discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck for each planet environment in play. Place 1 acceleration token on the main scheme. If a card with the acceleration icon was discarded this way. So we're discarding the top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So none of them had acceleration icons. So that's it. So that's that. Then we've got an overthrow. So we're gonna remove, which means the tough goes away. Is that right? Because
It does. That's correct. It's a different name, so it loses all statuses.
All right. So the Dork 7 is back with Insight 2, or 1 per player. He has Overkill. Okay. And then we're going to set this aside out of play. And we've got Emperor's Throne. How dare you come here and threaten me in my own home? Or actually, that's not how Dork sounds. How dare you come here and threaten me in my own home? The Earth planet is ours. That's probably how he sounds.
Yeah.
When defeated, the villain attacks the player who defeated this scheme, even if that player is an alter ego for him. Give the villain an additional boost for this activation. So this has an acceleration. It's got a hazard. And it's got a crisis because of the planet.
Yep. Got all the things, man.
That's Dookie.
Yeah. Also, it cracks me up because if you look at this, it's like epic Emperor Dork the 7th, and then look at this one. It's like could not care less Dork the 7th.
Yeah. He's just freaking chilling. The Earth
Yeah, he
planet.
is.
It's ours. All right.
Over to you, my friend.
Over to me. Discard cards until I get a minion. Put into play. Play an ally reducing for 3. Okay, I don't really care so much about that. Can we blast them?
Do you want to end the? Do you want to end the?
Oh,
the
you
game
know,
this
I would like to get this and this actually. So
I can
maybe
do
we
both.
Focus on that.
We can like actually like win it this round if you want to win it this round and get both of those. Maybe
Yeah, I think
maybe
that's
some
what we
cherries on
do.
top too. Okay.
So let's see. I'm thinking about. So Gemma would let me heal 1. Doesn't really matter. So I think almost none of these. Oh, this is actually pretty good. So yeah, let me spend 2 of these for a rapid response. We're gonna Zephyr to ready Victoria. Victoria is going to thwart 2, and then she dies. But when she dies, rapid response. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I do that, I forgot. I need to actually use Helicarrier. So let me use Helicarrier and put call for backup back in hand. Then she comes back in play with a damage. Rapid response goes away. When she enters play, We can ready a shield support. We'll ready the helicarrier. We'll pop the Sky Destroyer to deal 2 over here. Okay. Then we will, doesn't really matter, helicarrier and square it off for a Gemma. So I can exhaust her to heal 1 damage from a character. So I guess I will heal 1 from Victoria. Then we're going to use Victoria to get rid of this. I will get rid of the top card on my deck to put that into the victory display.
Nice.
And then he's going to attack me. I'm going to take the tough, or use my tough. Discard the top 2 cards on my deck. Okay. Tough goes away. That goes away. All right. We are going to yo-yo for 1. Take a damage. Ready yo-yo. Attack for 1. Take a damage. Ready yo-yo. Whoops. Draw yo-yo. Attack for 1. Take a damage. Ready yo-yo. Draw yo-yo. That's dead, right?
Yep.
All right, I'll get rid of the top card on my deck.
Nice.
So she's got 1 health left.
Yeah, but you don't have to ready. You don't have to ready. You can always just attack and just leave her exhausted.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll kill her. We're gonna
Well, no, she doesn't take consequential from attacking.
Oh yeah, you're right. So I'll attack.
Yep. So you be 19.
And then I'll kill her. All right, she's gone. We're gonna attack with Melinda for 2. We'll attack for 1 with me, and then we'll attack for 1 more with the gun.
Yep.
And then the rest is in your hands. Bring us home.
Yeah. So now he's at 15. I think I'm gonna go for the first play I wanted to do, which was to try to use a spoiling for a fight here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my safe house to go ahead and put 1 threat on my stealth suit. I'm gonna flip up, and then I am gonna go ahead and use Maria Hill to take this down by 2 and get 2 more on my stealth suit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and thwart for 2 and get 1 more on my stealth suit. We are. Let's see. So before I do that, it doesn't matter. I've got it built in ready on the car. So we are going to try a spoiling for a fight here. I don't know this will hit. If it doesn't hit, that's okay. If it does hit, that would be amazing. So we're going to discard 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Hey.
So this says discard cards until the counter deck until you put a minion in play. Until you discard a minion, you put that minion in play, engage with you, and then you ready your character. Now, notably, part of the cost is putting the minion into play, engage with me. It is put into play, not revealed. But aggressive stance, after you engage a minion, which I just did, I can discard this card and search my deck for an attack card and add it to my hand. And since I just cycled my deck, we can now search for the one, the only firepower. Now, do we end this with a firepower, or do we end it with a concentrated fire?
Do concentrated fire. It's cooler.
This card is also pretty cool. So
don't forget to.
We are going.
So do you get to ready?
I do get to ready.
Nice.
There's also a really cool spray fire, but I think we're gonna go for the concentrated fire here.
Yeah, snipe his ass.
Because I can go do 1, 2 for this.
The crimson chin. I guess he's not crimson, but
resources wise, 1, 2 for sharp. Oh, actually, wait. Or I can just spoil it again. We've already got this guy, right?
Yeah, you don't want to pull one that has guard, right?
I don't really care because
really matters,
overkill. But I got the overkill.
You could swing big.
We'll just grab another. Oh, you know what? I don't even. Oh, I do have it right here. If only directed force was an attack. But yeah, we'll grab the other concentrated fire and we'll just focus on using this one. So I'm going to go ahead and pitch a hand cannon, and we will pitch that concentrated fire for this this sharpshooter. So this is another kind of nice mechanic with this deck where a sharpshooter, because every attack in your deck has ranged, then you can now start using this card as well. So yeah, and then we do have the ability for Fury's Watch to be able to kind of get cool things into play here. So I am going to go ahead and now we'll discard this card. We are going to go ahead and use our watch here to go ahead and take our stealth suit down by 2 to play the concentrated fire. So this says deal 4 damage to an enemy. This attack gains ranged. If this defeats an enemy, you can do some of the following. Well, we're gonna go ahead and flip up and just burn 3 off of this, so that way we can deal 7 like straight into the villain to bring the villain down to 8. And
this,
then
right?
and we'll discard 1 to make it 1 more damage to bring the villain down to 7.
Nice.
We didn't defeat the villain, but that's totally okay. We'll go ahead and attack with Captain America to take 2 off of the villain here. And then I will go ahead and spend my Exploding for a Fight to get the shield sidearm with 3 counters. We will go ahead and pop my grenade here to discard 2 cards. Hit the 3.
Nice.
So he's going to go down by 2. And then we are going to go ahead and attack, exhausting the shield sidearm to do a ping damage. And then we'll go ahead and use Bambino, and we'll use our assault form. So we're coming in for 2, 5, 6, 7 on the scroll with 3 overkill.
Nice. Jeez, we did it.
Oh, and I do get one Hall of Heroes counter.
Perfect. Crucial. I guess let's do campaign cleanup stuff, and then I do want to make sure we show off a couple of the other planets, and then we never saw the final 2 villains in the villain stack, so I want to make sure we show those off as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and do success, victory stuff.
Yeah. And just real quick, we did have this guy. We do have this guy. So I don't know that we need like multiple copies of them. But because I didn't see that. But it says record each minion and side scheme in the victory display to the cooperation progress section of the rulebook. So Matt, which people did we get?
We got Skymax, if he's in there.
Okay. I don't think he is, but he's just a part of the elite.
Yep. So so he is an elite Skrull. We've got Intelligentsia.
Okay.
We've got sorry, go ahead.
I don't so there's a unique, is she a unique minion?
Yes, she is.
So we'll count her as our unique minion.
Okay. You got a Skrull Telepath.
Skrull Telepath should be in there.
Skrull Spy.
Okay, Skrull Spy should be in there.
Skrull Commander.
Okay, Skrull Commander's in there.
Skrull Soldier.
Skrull Soldier. Now, was that which one was that one? Okay, that's that one. So it does look like there are multiple copies of some of them, but so I would so I would discard the last one.
That last guy.
Yeah, so that way we can get maybe one of these other ones.
Yep. So that was another Skrull Soldier.
Yeah, and he's a soldier minion, I would bet. So we can count him as our soldier minion.
Yep. And then you got the other one as well that you would have got?
Yeah, so Skrull Soldier and Soldier Minion.
Nice. Skrull Scientist.
Okay. Skrull Scientist. So that should be here.
And Skrull Warrior.
And Skrull Warrior. Nice.
Then side schemes, we've got Emperor's Throne.
Okay.
And Hijacked.
Nice.
That's it.
Oh, we got a player side scheme.
Oh yeah, player side. We have 3 player side schemes.
Nice.
Anything hijacked? Was there 2 hijacks? Oh yeah.
It should have been 2 hijacks. Yeah, it should have been 2 hijacks. Actually,
yeah,
I don't know if I discarded for the last one.
Yeah, you didn't.
Okay, so it's my bad.
No, yeah, all good. Gives us something to do on the next one.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's some fun ones in there. I like that there's these inclusions that come from us, like the Nemesis minion, the player side scheme.
Mm-hmm.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Non-elite, non-scroll. Like, what else did you add to this list? That's really cool. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, so that's the first step of victory. We've done it. Then we get to add each card whose requirements are met in the cooperation progress section into the cooperation area. So we kind of check this again.
Yep.
And we look.
And we see that we're reverting device.
Yep. Is
the only one.
So we don't know if that is an upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna search in here.
And it's worth it. I mean, again, the way I'm kind of doing this, and Kaji could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it's not supposed to be every qualification that your character meets. So like, because, for example, there's a Skrull Soldier, right, who could count for multiple things on this.
We get like 1 tick per card.
I think you get one. So you could choose like different things.
It might be in this. Did we check this?
It just says no. It just says Just during the campaign, when a minion or side scheme is defeated, the player defeated it may decide.
During
Let's see.
to record each minion inside scheme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when the requirements for a campaign-specific card
Sorry.
are met, players may add that card to the cooperation area. From there, they can add campaign-specific cards. So, no. But that's how I think it should be played. I think that just makes it more thematic and fun.
I think so too. Yeah.
And so that means like there are ways in which you might choose like less specific cards, less specific icons on here in order to actually unlock some of these. Like for example, like Cotter 6. Did we defeat a non-elite minion? Absolutely. Skrull Soldier was non-elite. Skrull Spy was non-elite. Did we defeat a genius minion?
Yes, scientist.
We did.
But we
the
need
scientist.
we need that for this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
you can kind of like move them around.
Yeah.
To get what you want, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so we got reverting device. It's a 0-cost justice upgrade. Item tech play under any player's control. Each Skrull minion engaged with you gets -1 scheme. Very cool. So that goes into our cooperative area.
And again, just because it's justice, anybody can play it.
Anybody can play it. Nice. All right. So that was step 2.
Yep. And then it says record the which game area the Skrull Elite minion is in. So now I believe there's somewhere on here that talks about the Skrull Elites. There is Skymax. He was included in scenario 1, so we'll mark that. And then we got to mark where he is, which he is in the victory display.
Nice.
And so add the ally matching the title of the Skrull Elite minion in the victory display and a player side scheme matching the aspect of that ally from the campaign set. So, which when we did our test run, I didn't realize that you could actually. I guess I could have. Oh, sorry, we're taking. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I think we get the ally. So he's
ally.
3 cost, leadership, 2 thwart, 3 attack, 5 health. Response: when Skymax enters play, shuffle all allies from your discard pile into your deck. And then we also get one more thing.
Matching side scheme. So now we can search into here. He is leadership, so we get this leadership side scheme.
Nice. Fickle Alliance. Victory 0. When defeated, the player who defeated this scheme. This is just a flat 3 too. The player who defeated this scheme may search the encounter deck for a non-elite minion put into play under their control. Shuffle. Treat that minion as an ally with a blank text box except for traits. Its thwart is equal to its printed scheme, and it takes 1 consequential damage after it thwarts or attacks. That's crazy good for
that's
flat
really
3.
Cool.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, when we were doing our playtest, I didn't think about the fact that it's you can play any of them regardless of aspect. The aspects are just thematic.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So, yeah, and like I know there's an argument it's like, oh, well, you could have just made them all basic, but it really does actually help to just have that rule because then now it's super easy to figure out like which ones are linked up with which ones.
There might be something too later in the campaign that interacts with different aspects that we don't know about yet.
Well, and also like I don't. I know very little about Skrulls, so I only know this because of one of the encounters that I playtested for Kaji a while back. But I'm pretty sure that one of the characters actually impersonates Spider-Woman. And when I realized that you can play it in different aspect cards, because they're aspect cards, they actually have a really cool synergy with Spider-Woman. Because they are still aspect cards, so you can now start filling up more aspect cards into your deck of Spider-Woman. So if you choose, like, let's say Leadership Protection, you can still be adding Justice and Aggression cards to get those cool like finesse bonuses.
Yeah, that's crazy. It'd be really good with her.
Yeah.
I did note those down as well.
Yeah, nice. And so then we record which game the area of the shape of the world's minion is in. And so it never came into play. So it's
out of play.
It's set aside out of play for scenario 1. Also going to be the same for the Cosmic Cube creation area.
So this one's just in another game area.
Yeah, we can just put it in another game area. And for expert campaign, you would record your remaining hit points. We don't do that. And that would be the victory stuff.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, before we wrap up, let's go ahead and look at the other 2 villains. We've got Empress, R. Kelly. Oh yeah, we talked about these. Urkel. Kajislav's probably like, you son of a bitch. It's not R. Kelly. So she has a when revealed, she just gets to attack every player in hero form, which is nasty. And she is piercing. And I believe their effects looks like they are the same.
Yeah. I think it's just their stats are better.
Yep. And then we got Empress Sybil, who just has stalwart and toughness. Flat 3/3.
Yeah. And
So
R. Kelly's got the I am far more than a mere scroll. I am R. Kelly, Empress of Scrolls, survivor of Galactus, mother of Enel, the holy martyr, grandmother to Dork the Seventh, the king of all space.
to jail with you, to
Yeah.
jail, straight to jail.
Yeah, and I think in her case, it's like they overthrew Dork the Seventh, but then she rose to power,
Mhm.
like after like quelling the rebellion. I don't know that she, but maybe she did. Like maybe you cut yourself and let us know. But I don't feel like she would have like overthrown her own grandson,
Yeah.
or no, his grandmother Dork the Eighth.
Oh, there's a giant face on this card.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe she did, but I just feel
Whose
like
face
I
is
feel like
this?
she.
You see it?
Yeah, that is a really big face.
It doesn't look like a scroll. It looks like
No.
human. Interesting. Yeah.
That's cool. But yeah,
All right.
I'd love to like hear how each of them came to power. That would be cool to find out.
Yeah. And then we
And then
got
we have
yeah, go ahead.
what's that title? Everything is subordinate to the triumph of the scrolls.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Got that snot dripping on her,
Mm-hmm.
dripping down onto her. Nice. And then other planets they could maybe have conquered was Satriani.
Mm-hmm.
So scroll minions gain guard, Skrull. Scroll minions gain +1. Actually, yeah, that's all we'll show. We'll kind of let people figure out, discover the rest for themselves. But basically, it's just an environment that gives Skrull or just interacts with the. It's kind of like a storm deck that just interacts with the whole table, which is pretty cool.
Yep. And then it's worth noting again that the Skrull Empire, each player can use it once per round. So that means you can blank out up to 2 or 3 or 4 different planets based on number of players. And then you can kind of imagine what the main teams are going to do. Just keep getting out those planets. You can't get out all of them. So every single time you play, it's going to be a different set of 4 probably.
Yep. Which is pretty cool.
Really, really cool.
Yeah, that is it. We'll hold the Shaper of Worlds. We'll let that be a secret until it maybe pops up in a future game. But yeah, scenario 1 in the books. Do we want to?
There we go.
Any quick thoughts before we close her down?
Yeah, so I would just say that overall, I think with the campaign log stuff, this is probably one of the coolest campaign logs I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved the F4 campaign. I think I love the F4 campaign more than any of the other campaigns that I've played, certainly the official ones. And I'm really excited to see what we see in the future. But I know that Design Hacker with the F4 campaign kind of followed that similar gimmick of like, as you play, victory instructions will help do things for you. And I loved how, there were some like trade-offs, like how we got those bad cards that we had to then work on that would flip into good cards.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was really, really cool.
Yep.
I love this kind of like piecemeal way of unlocking campaign cards. I think that makes it super cool, makes it very replayable, and it makes me interested in what I get. Like I love that I can play spoiling for a fight to like go hopefully get like one of these guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just super fun.
Yeah. I like that it gives you decisions during the game too, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You can be like, well, do we want to get them out so we can, especially as we progress and like more of these get checked off. Like maybe we're 1 away or something, but it is interesting because it pulls them out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be interested to see if the cost to do that is punishing enough. Just decking 1 card doesn't necessarily seem like it is punishing enough, but I don't know.
Yeah. And we could always house rule it too that, I mean, once we get a little bit later, like third scenario, we'll have so few of these hopefully left that we could just always say, like, you only get to do it if it actually progresses the campaign.
Yeah. Or it could just be you discard a card for every card in the victory display or something, which will just mill your deck a little faster. But, it's I don't know. We haven't played the rest of this campaign. I think this is a great first scenario, though. I think the difficulty is spot on for scenario 1. Not too hard. There's nice variety. The villains can swing pretty hard. I mean, who knows how different it would be without firepower. Firepower, I feel like changes. It might change some things, but I think it's a cool. I love the planets. This is like I love stuff like this where at most you're getting 4 out of 9. So it really does just like change the way you play. Like we progressed because of this card.
Yep.
And then giving every side scheme crisis is pretty nasty too. So yeah, it was.
But then we could have disabled it always to get around that crisis. So it's just it opens to some cool stuff.
Yep. Love the overthrow mechanic.
That's cool.
I think it's a really good first scenario. So I am excited to play the next one. But yeah, that's the start of the Skrull Menace campaign. So yeah, I think like the last one, if you are interested, we'll probably leave the link to Kajislav's I don't know, Google Drive or TTS mod or something, some way that you can click on it and get to this stuff if you are interested. And then Ian, you'll just have to remind me. I should do that for Coulson as well.
Yep.
But yeah, those are my closing thoughts. I'm stoked for the next one.
Me too, man. Me too.
No idea what's coming.
No, well, I haven't played through all of it. So we playtest this one, and we'll get to playtest the next one before we get to show it off, and I can't wait. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Well, sweet.
Okay. Well, everybody, thank you again so much. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help kind of improve the content, or if you guys have any questions. We certainly would love to answer. But other than that, just this is Hobby Vomit. My name is Ian.
I'm Matt. We
are
Hobby Vomit. All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay.
See you next time.